The Lost Star Map of the Maya, The Adventures of Arin Cade. Welcome back, adventurers, to another thrilling tale from the life of Arin Cade. Today, we're journeying deep into the heart of the Guatemalan jungle, on a quest for one of history's greatest secrets, the Lost Star Map of the Maya. High above the world, where thick trees and sun-drenched vines create a living canopy, our hero Arin Cade trekked onward. His destination was a place only whispered about in legends, a phantom city never found on any modern map, the forgotten Maya city of Uxul'kaan. In his hand, Arin carried an artifact of immense power, a relic he'd discovered during his adventures in Shambhala. It was a crystal compass, a unique device that glowed with an otherworldly light whenever it neared something of great energy. And today, the crystal was pulsing like a frantic heartbeat, its rhythm pulling him deeper into the unknown. After hours of pushing through dense foliage, the calls of exotic birds echoing overhead, Arin stepped into a clearing that felt ancient and sacred. Before him, a set of ancient stone steps stretched upward, almost completely swallowed by the gnarled roots of colossal trees. It was a stairway to the sky, lost to time. Perched at the very top of the platform sat a weathered stone jaguar statue, its gaze fixed on the horizon, its eyes made of gleaming, polished emeralds. The statue seemed to guard this place, a silent sentinel waiting for centuries. As Arin cautiously approached the base of the steps, the ground beneath his feet began to tremble. It wasn't an earthquake, but a deep, resonant hum that seemed to rise from the earth itself. He looked up, and his breath caught in his throat. The jaguar statue's emerald eyes suddenly ignited, casting an intense green glow across the clearing. A voice, ancient and made of stone, echoed through the jungle, startling the birds into silence. Only those who see beyond sight may enter Uxul'kaan. The moment the voice faded, the vibrant sounds of the jungle vanished, replaced by an eerie, complete silence. On the ground around the steps, intricate patterns that were once faint carvings now began to glow with a brilliant blue light. Arin looked down and realized the glowing shapes formed a giant, complex maze. He understood the trial instantly. He had to navigate the labyrinth to reach the stairs, but he couldn't touch any of the glowing lines. One misstep, and who knew what would happen? Taking a deep, steadying breath, Arin focused his mind and stepped forward. He moved with the careful precision of a seasoned explorer, his eyes tracing the path ahead. As he began, the birds slowly returned, their calls now sounding like cheers of encouragement. With a series of careful twists, sharp turns, and a few athletic jumps over the glowing barriers, Arin finally navigated the puzzle. He reached the center, standing directly before the ancient steps. The great stone jaguar seemed to watch his every move. Then, in a gesture of acceptance, it slowly bowed its massive head. A low grinding sound followed, and a hidden staircase, dark and mysterious, opened up in the ground right beneath it. The path to Uxul'kaan was revealed. Arin descended into the cool, dim chamber, leaving the jungle heat behind. As his feet touched the bottom step, torches along the walls flared to life, one by one, as if welcoming a long-awaited guest. The light illuminated a grand passageway that opened into a sight so breathtaking it stole the air from his lungs. He was standing in a massive underground city. Shimmering gold murals depicted stories of gods and kings. Glowing glyphs and star symbols covered every wall and ceiling, pulsing with a soft, internal light. This was Uxul'kaan. We weren't meant to find the city above, Arin whispered to himself, his voice full of awe, because the real treasure, the real city, is hidden below. At the very center of the immense chamber stood an enormous stone calendar wheel, a marvel of engineering, surrounded by detailed carvings of constellations known to the ancient Maya. It was the heart of the city. Drawn by an instinct he couldn't explain, Arin walked to the calendar wheel. He reached into his pack and retrieved the crystal compass from Shambhala. Its light was now blinding, its pulse matching his own racing heart. He gently placed the crystal onto a depression in the center of the wheel. The moment it made contact, the entire chamber roared to life. Lines of energy shot across the floor, connecting the wheel to the walls. The glyphs on the ceiling brightened, and shimmering stars were projected all around him, forming a giant celestial map that filled the vast space. The great calendar wheel began to spin, its movement so smooth it was as if time itself was turning backward. Arin gasped, turning in a slow circle. It's a star map, a working model of the heavens. This shows the Maya's complete understanding of the universe. But as his eyes scanned the cosmic display, he noticed one constellation that glowed brighter than all the rest. It was a cluster of stars, shaped like a magnificent feathered serpent. Beneath it, a series of Maya glyphs pulsed with the same intense light. Arin, a scholar as much as an adventurer, began to translate the ancient writing. He who aligns the stars will reveal the path of the serpent. He understood. This wasn't just a display. It was another mechanism, another key. Arin placed his hands on the great stone wheel and began to rotate it. With a massive effort, he turned the calendar until the projection of the serpent constellation on the wall aligned perfectly with its glowing glyphs. A deep rumble filled the chamber, and a section of the far wall slid open, revealing a new dark passageway. Arin stepped through the opening and entered a long, majestic hall. The walls here were lined with incredible murals. They showed Maya astronomers studying the stars from observatories, charting the paths of comets, and accurately predicting solar and lunar eclipses. It was a testament to their belief that the cosmos guided all life, that their destinies were written in the stars. At the far end of the hall stood the source of this chamber's power, a giant, breathtaking statue of Uxul'kaan, the feathered serpent god. Its powerful wings were intricately carved with star patterns that seemed to shift and twinkle. And held within its open mouth was a perfectly round golden sphere. As Arin approached, the serpent's stone body began to sparkle, as if it were made of shifting starlight. Then the golden sphere lifted from its mouth, hovering in the air before him. It opened slowly, its metallic panels peeling back like the petals of a blooming flower. And there, nestled inside, was the object of his quest. The lost star map. It was a circular tablet, flawlessly carved with constellations, complex time cycles, and celestial codes for predicting cosmic events. It was a masterpiece, a perfect fusion of ancient science, art, and spirituality. Arin whispered, his voice filled with reverence. This could rewrite our entire understanding of ancient astronomy. But just as he reached for it, the eyes of the Uxul'kaan statue glowed with a piercing intensity. A deep, powerful voice boomed through the hall, a voice that was both ancient and alive. Knowledge must never be taken only earned. The entire chamber began to tremble violently. The stone panels on the floor beneath Arin's feet shifted and moved, forming a new, dangerous puzzle of glowing star symbols. He realized he was standing on a floor that was threatening to collapse into a dark abyss below. To earn the map, he had to solve the puzzle, matching the star symbols on the tiles before they disappeared. Arin's mind raced. He was a scholar of the sky as well as the earth. He recognized the patterns instantly. This one matches Orion. That one is the Pleiades cluster. He began to move, leaping from tile to tile, his feet landing on the correct symbols just moments before the previous one crumbled away. It was a dance with gravity, a test of both mind and body. With one final desperate leap, he landed on the last correct tile in the sequence. The chamber instantly stilled. The trembling stopped. The test was over. The glowing sphere, the heart of the mechanical flower, floated gently from its casing and drifted into Arin's waiting hands. The serpent statue spoke again, its voice now calm and respectful. You have shown respect. You have shown courage. Take the map, protector of truth. With the star map secured, a tunnel of soft light appeared behind the statue, leading upward. Arin followed it, climbing toward the surface. He emerged into the bright daylight of the jungle, stepping out from behind a cascading waterfall. He turned back, but the entrance was gone. The hidden city had sealed itself, becoming invisible to the world once more. Arin stood in the sunlight, the mist of the waterfall cooling his face. He looked down at the tablet in his hands. It shimmered with a soft, cosmic light, its surface alive with the stories of the heavens. "This is more than just a treasure," he said to the quiet jungle. "It's the story of the stars, written by one of Earth's greatest and most mysterious civilizations." He carefully placed the star map into his pack, a triumphant smile spreading across his face. Another mystery solved, another piece of history saved, and somewhere, out on the horizon, another adventure was already waiting. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey. If you loved this adventure, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss another chapter in the story of Arin Cade. Until next time, keep exploring.